The movie, there was a little hiatus between the two films. When you first sat down with the script, what was very important for you? We have to honor the first movie, but at the same time, we have to make it our own little story for today.
You know, I think Joe and I wanted we wanted it to be a soulful ride, and not just popcorn, but actually have some emotional resonance that would kind of give it, I don't know, a weight that the other one did have, but just in a different way. So I think that was the thing, and I think the other thing was for the action sequences and to be unlike anything you'd ever seen before, and working with our technical advisors from the Navy, who was just such a huge piece of all of it. Creating those sequences was something that was a real challenge, but you know, Joe and the crew and everyone just did such a spectacular job with it.
What I found, I mean, I loved the action was amazing. What actually struck me was more the heart. So obviously it starts with Tom and Miles, the father-son relationship, let's call it. How did you and Tom, what was Tom interested in? I really want to make sure this is part of it, or how did that process develop?
I mean, it was all sort of like when this started to happen and coalesce, it was all driven by, can the movie, does it deserve a sequel? Can it kind of, does it have the weight and sort of the emotional critical mass to sort of justify making a sequel? And so it was all coming from an emotional place, because otherwise it's just, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, the emotional component of the story was huge. Fathers and sons were huge for us, and telling a story where Tom's character Maverick was sort of coming to terms with his own obsolescence, was something that, as a writer, you're constantly struggling with. Am I still relevant? Do I still matter? And so I was able to channel my own vulnerability.
Our last question is, of course, the Val Kilmer scene was one of the most emotional scenes of the year I've seen. Writing it, when you first saw what you wrote on the screen, how did you feel?
I can't take credit for that scene. That scene was Val and Tom, really, and so I wish I could, but I'm not going to. So, you know, it was incredibly emotional. I think it surprised even me in watching it, and it's a testament to, you know, the power that relationship holds over time. So.
Well, you can take credit for helping bring movies back to the movie theater, because this film saved movie theaters, and so thank you for being a part of that.
You know, it's an honor to be part of that legacy, man.